try to get whoever.
Sometimes I look at they can see that because you guys are. It's work. I'm not good at
Comfort level knowing what this team can do to bounce back after that game. Yeah, I mean, I hope there's not a great comfort level. The playoffs aren't about comfort. Winning during the playoffs is not comfortable. We had a great edge to us in Game 2. Much more so than in Game 1. They had an incredible edge and force to them in Game 1. So we know what we can probably expect from them in Game 3. We had a good film session, an honest look at what we did. The game was in the balance. That's the bottom line. It was in the balance in the last 6 minutes. Could have gone either way. But we made some plays down the stretch. But the margin for error in a series like this is very small. You have to bring great force, but there also has to be things done with real focus and discipline.
Erik, the three-point shooting in Game 2 came down. Do you feel it's because of the way you handle the line, or did they just miss shots?
Both. I think they got a lot of good looks in the first game. I thought what they really got was a ton of easy baskets at the rim. A lot of layups, a lot of free throw opportunities. It's tough. And then add on open threes from their actions, you're going to feel like the basket is huge. They took away some of their easier ones early on, and we're able to be a little bit closer at the point of impact on their catches. But they're dynamic shooters. I don't think they're going to shoot 20% in a game, and that's what you have to find as a way to overcome. Teams do well. They do that extremely well, arguably as well as any team in this league. Extra passes, all of that. You have to be committed to multiple things.
I know it's sort of a combination of guys, but just what have you liked about the way you maybe some of the success you've had against them thus far?
It's all team success. We're all building the wall. We're all getting back in transition, and it's just all team. It has nothing to do with just me.
The fact that you guys are back in Miami, series tied 1-1. Just talk to me a little bit about the energy tomorrow night back home.
You got to keep your edge. That's what this game's all about. So many times you go down 0-2 or 2-0, and sometimes you lose what got you there. We're just trying to stay consistent with our edge, our focus, and our detail.
Erik said that there's no place to be comfortable in the playoffs. That kind of stuff when they out-rebound. Is that what he means?
There's different categories of basketball, and if you can find a way to power through and win 4 of those categories, it usually leads to success. It don't guarantee nothing, but it usually helps with the win.
I'm not worried about encores. I'm just worried about trying to help this team win. I've had my day in the sun where I needed to show y'all scoring 30 and 40 nights after nights. I did that, and we won the championship. Right now, it's just about being a leader and giving this team what they need on different nights. So I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring and what's going to happen. But I want to be able to walk away and know that this group has won from a basketball game. That's the only focus of mine.
Is that something you wanted to prove to anyone? Is there those out there wondering what you had learned?
I'm done doing that. I'm done proving to people. The last time I was in the playoffs against the Heat, I had to prove again, and I'm done proving to people. I don't need to. I'm here for these guys, for these individuals, for the city, this organization. I just want to have these moments for these guys when I can. And my ability to be able to play the way I did last game came from a lot of individuals on this team with what they brought to the game. And, there's so many guys that had great moments in that night, so many guys that had great games. I mean, defensively, what Justice was doing, what JJ was doing, what Josh was doing, all those guys, it allowed me to score, and make the plays I needed to make, and so forth and so on. So it's not about Dwyane Wade having a whatever vintage, whatever they want to use. It's just me coming out, getting an opportunity, making the best of that opportunity in Game 2, and trying to figure out a way, to help my team win. And that's all I'm trying to do in Game 3.
Dwyane, what's different
you're the Embiid guy. We know that when he comes back, Hassan will be ready for that challenge. Are you sort of like, come on, Joel, I'm ready for you?
You know, I'm ready for any opponent. You know, every day I come in, I prepare. You know, I'm one of the better defenders in the league, so I like to take pride in my defense.
Are you staying upbeat for the most part, Hassan? I mean,
Yeah, you know, Coach Spoelstra telling me as long, you know, the guys inside this locker room and the staff, they saying I'm playing well, and I'm doing what Coach saying. Coach saying I've been playing well, so you know, that's all I really care about, my coach's opinion.
Hassan, as a competitor, how bad do you want Embiid to play?
Oh man, I don't even want to speak on that.
just when I think about game 2 and the way you guys sort of brought the attitude on defense, I think about that play when you drew the offensive foul on Ben. Just can you take us through that play and what that kind of set the tone?
I just tried to get into his body, force him to trust his dribble, and when he attacked the basket, he pushed off. He caught off the foul.
You kind of expressed yourself too right after that play a little bit. You were kind of fired up.
Yeah.
Justice, you ever seen some old NBA matchups where they used to play defense, and do you think that was as close to that as you can get?
Man, it's the playoffs, and been watching a lot of film, and I'm a student of the game. I'm always watching, you know, ESPN Classic, and just the 80s, 90s, how physical it was. You know, they don't let us play that physical, but it's definitely a increase in the physicality and the intensity. You know, the refs let you play a little bit more in the playoffs, so the first game, you know, we didn't really understand that and the intensity that we needed to bring, and so that's what we brought the second game, and just raising everything to another level, our intensity, our focus, and end up getting the win.
How much does that play into your style of ball?
You know, I love it. I'm a physical defender. You know, I don't like the ticky-tack fouls, but you know, I like getting into the ball and just being a beast on the ball defensively. So, you know, I like how the refs are they're letting both teams play, and you know, I think that's good for both sides.
How much does the talking increase? There's a lot more cameras, you know, on the court now.
There's more talking for sure. You know, I know some of those guys, but in between the lines, you know, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. So, nothing personal, nothing dirty, but it's going to be physical. It's going to be a lot of back and forth, especially if JoJo's out there. So it's fun. That's what you want as a competitor. It almost has that pick-up outside feel to it. But I just love the physicality and just the competitive nature that both teams are showing.
That dislike, has that increased since the series started, and will that increase as it unfolds?
It increases every game. Every possession, it increases. You know, we both know what's at stake, and you know, we're trying to get to the next round by any means necessary. So I probably won't like those guys even more by Game 5. So